Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Blind Fly Tie, where today we are going to try to tie a size 20 midge, yellow midge, some dubbing, which is already a problem for me, but we'll see how it goes. So I have white thread right here. I've got my yellow dubbing fur, well, polyester, which is going to be the body, some hackle, and we'll see how it goes. We're gonna check this out. So I have my size 20 hook in the vise now, and I'm going to try to tie this thread in, not starting at the eye because it's going to get a little crowded. It's a small fly. So I'm going to do my best to start somewhere around a halfway-ish mark. Kind of, we'll see kind of situation. I'm aiming for halfway. Halfway going towards the bend of the hook. Because it's a smaller fly, I'm not going to show this time kind of how I do that open spiral, whatchamacallit, because it's a little different of a technique. So since this is a smaller fly, I wrap around, place the thread under with my finger, come under the hook, kind of aim backwards by trying to make sure the thread stays near the hook bend, and then as I lift the remaining thread, it hopefully lines it up pretty nicely. So starting these out, it's a little longer of a process by trying to make a thread base without it bunching up as best as we can by trying to get to the hook bend. And there we are at the hook bend. I grab my scissors, snip my excess. I'm sure you guys can rip it if you want to. We'll put my thumb to the side. I have, well, I had a piece of hackle. That's a lot of people. I have a piece of hackle here that I'm going to bend in half, just like that, and try and get some of these fibers to kind of stick out. This hackle might be a little too big, but for me, as a blind person, that's perfectly fine because I have to figure out how to hold this. See, I just try to pull some hackle up. It didn't even work because it's so fine. So again, hold it vertically, give it a bend in half, try to collect as many fibers going towards the back end as possible. And honestly, I think this time what I'm going to do, I do this sometimes, it's probably not recommended. I don't know. I pulled all those fibers. I take my scissors instead this time and I cut my hackle. So I kind of have that showing. It's hard to see, but you know, and I try to pinch that in, doing my best to not break my thread. All I could do is my best. Really hoping I secured that. It feels like I did. I have some of that excess right up top there. I'm gonna do a couple forward and a couple more backward wraps. And my purpose is to try to just get that down, but not to get it perfectly, but to get it enough. Now the ever so lovely fun part that causes the most stress for a blind person, and it's the dubbing. So today, instead of my chopstick tube of wax, I was given this hard wax. I was told it should be easier, not necessarily easier, it should do a better job of trying to help make sure my dubbing noodle kind of stays a little better. So again, because I'm blind, maybe it's a little too much wax, I don't know, but I'm gonna rub the side, up, down. It's like I'm just gonna give this thread a bath. It's dry wax anyway, so it's probably not gonna do any damage, right? I'm gonna do my very, very, very best to pull the smallest amount, just the teeniest amount of little dubbing as I can. I don't know. We'll see if it's too much. I'm gonna lay it on the thread, stretch it out a little bit, and give it a nice hard twist between my fingers. Now with tying something like a size 22, in general dubbing is hard to feel, but definitely tying something this small, I have no clue if there's dubbing on there. I'm just hoping and praying, right? I'm gonna do a little more. And boy, oh boy, do I hope it's there. Again, please, anyone out there, please blindfold yourselves. Do something. I need help. I need help because I do want these to come out more than just looking like, oh, good job, you tried it. I want it to come out being like, wow, yeah, look at that. You did a good job there. You know, it's all about doing it correctly. So, do a wrap, and another wrap, and another wrap. I think I've got like, I gotta do a little more wax. Not a little. Give it a little more of a bath. Again. Soap, soap, soap. Wash behind the ears. Try to get as little bit as I can. Stretch it out over the thread before giving it that spin. Good old dubbing spin. Do I have? Got a little test right there. Now, trust me when I say this is not going to get uploaded if it just ain't working out. So now that I have that dudding on there, I'm going to do a couple of forward wraps. To lay a little bit of a thread base on the top half of the hook now. I'm going to grab that, well, hopefully grab that little bit of, I keep wanting to say peacock curl with the I'm going to say pheasant tail. The hackle, Jesus Christ, I'm having a moment. We're going to pop that right up top there. Wrap, pinch, pinch. Try to give it a nice tug. I really want to make sure this does not come loose at all. Does not seem like it's coming loose. I'm just gonna snip off my, oh, I was looking for this vise. Oh, not vise. Oh, looking for my scissors, but I grabbed forceps instead. And I was looking for forceps earlier. And I literally just cut my hackle that I just tied in. The whole thing. All right, so I'm gonna have to grab a new hackle. Honestly, it might make it easier than trying to grab that hackle I cut before. And I'm gonna attempt to grab one singular little hackle. Singular little hackle. Come on, little hackle. Okay. Got my hackle. Fiber. I'm going to tie this in probably with a little more of the tip kind of being exposed than I did last time. So I try to really conserve that hackle tip, and I think that was my problem there. That I made it so short at the hackle tip that I just was not able to feel what was the hackle tip and what was the rest of the feather. This time I could feel it. Might be a little bit of a waste. Some of you might use it for a wing or something. For me, at this point, it's something unnecessary that I'll never be able to use. You know, if I drop it, I lose it, it's gone forever kind of situation. Yeah, I could probably do a better job of cutting off that excess. Give it another snip. I'm gonna do, instead of spinning my vise this time, I'm gonna do the wraps myself. So one gentle wrap, two, as best as I can, gentle wraps, hoping this hackle is sticking out nicely-ish. Three, genteel. Okay, I'm gonna try to catch that excess hackle without crowding this eye. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I think I got it. Oh yeah, I got it. Who got it? I got it. That's that excess right there. You see that? I got it. I got it. Yeah, I did. Come on. I got it. Got it. Yeah, I got it. Bam. Cinch that down there. Making sure I'm not losing this. I gotta gently, gently, gently cut off this excess. Oh god. Oh god. Now because this is so small, I don't feel confident in really with finishing this. So I'm gonna do this weird funky thing. I'm gonna take some UV resin, just put it on my fingers a little. If I can get some to come out. That might have been too much. I'm gonna rub it on my thread. Now that I rub that on my thread, I'm gonna do one clinch knot as best as I can directly behind the eye. Without crowding the eye. Got one down. I'm going to do a second one. Ooh, lost it. I'm going to make a second one. Guide it in. Right between my fingertips. Snip off this excess. And UV light. So that the thread itself has the UV resin on it, so that, you know, I'm blind, so at least that way the UV resin is physically on the thread. Sometimes I do this with bigger flies as well, just because it's a little easier, like neater. But I know with vision, some of you probably might use a toothpick or a Q-tip or something of this or that, because, you know, if you have your vision, why not use it? If I had my vision, I'd use it too. So, you know, do what you want to do your way. I'm really hoping, really hoping I was able to dub. I'm really hoping that tail is in there. It felt like the tail was in there. And I'm really hoping those hackles are sticking up. So I'm going to call this a yellow midge. It's just yellow dubbing with a hackle tail and a hackle head with some white thread. Hopefully it looks okay. Again, when it comes to dubbing, please comment below. Blindfold yourselves. I challenge you. Please help me out. Think of something. Think of anything you can do that might work. Please like, comment, subscribe, share these videos, and thank you for supporting this channel.